Hello, everyone. We're back again. I had to restart the stream because I don't take notifications of anything right out to be done. I think it just was totally either glitched, which usually happens. It happens all the time. Like streams and stuff get glitched and stuff. It seems to be maybe fine now, but it's a nuisance. YouTube, you know yourself. It's a bit of it's a nuisance. It is a nuisance. Um, like sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Hopefully it worked this time. Hopefully notifications and stuff go out. Probably not. Most likely not. No on YouTube and stuff. But it's unfortunate. But what can you do? So hopefully this works out. So yeah, there's a reason why we're live too on a Monday. Usually we're not live on a Monday. You see now in a second, I suppose. We give it a few minutes anyway. So hopefully notifications will go out and stuff. It's just weird. The YouTube system is just so weird. See, when you're political streaming and stuff like that, I think it's just out to fuck you. Excuse my language, but I think that's literally what it's out to do. It's just out to get you, pretty much. I know that sounds like an awful thing to say, but copy. It is out to get you. Sorry. I see. Hopefully notifications did go out. See, we had problems with the other stream there. It wouldn't go out. I don't know. I think it was just totally just blocked. Like YouTube is to just not working in a lot of workouts, and some other workouts too is just not working. Like in some workouts, it's just refused to work in a lot of cases. Like a lot of YouTubers at the moment are complaining about the algorithm, etc., because the algorithm is just a mess. Like it's always pretty much been a mess, but particularly now in the last few weeks, it's just gone off the rails a good bit, to be totally honest. But yeah, I hope people can hear me and see me. Anyway. I know people can hear me and see me. But yeah, we have two people watching. Hello, how are we doing? We get to the why the reason we're live, etc. We'll just give it a few minutes for people to see it because it's going on. I said 7:00 earlier on. Obviously, we're a bit early. Which there's no harm to be early. To be done, it'd be better than being late. I think the music's fine too. I'll just turn it down a small bit. Yeah, I was just saying in the other stream earlier on there, before I deleted it. It's a whole wet day. It's pissing wet. It's raining like hell out there. Excuse my language, excuse my French, but yeah, it's not great. Not great. That could be the notification down. Yeah, so I just got. I don't know why I get the notification. Like, imagine YouTube sends me a notification to say that I'm live. Like, I don't know why they do that. It's because I have some settings up and on YouTube. Because it literally tells me you're live on YouTube. Like that's the email you get. Like you're live on YouTube. Like I should probably know, unless I'm schizo, that I'm live. Hello, Greenface. How we doing? Yeah, it's a miserable fucking day. I was out earlier on when I was out of work, and fucking, it's not like it's heavy rain. It's just drizzle. Hello, Tony. Hello. Every notification just went out, I presume. We had issues. I started the stream earlier on and just wouldn't show. It wouldn't work. YouTube wasn't having it. So yeah. We get to the reason why I'm here because, as you know, it's a Monday night. Usually, we're not here on a Monday night. So there's a reason for that. We get to that soon. I just wait for a few more minutes just in case other people come along. But how are we all keeping? How is our Monday going? How's our week going so far? Monday, the worst day of the week, the beginning of the week. Probably for choice this evening. Everybody's streaming. They knew I was streaming. They all were watching me streaming, and they said I'm going to join in. I'm just speaking of that. Well, there's not really. Well, there's a few people actually I follow the stream at the moment. You're spoiled for choice. And then if you had time on your hands, like oftentimes I have a few minutes to spare, and I go into some streams and stuff, and you don't. There's nobody live when you do. Oh, I'm the best, the best. Enjoying the. How would you put it? You see in a second, I suppose, how the best way to put it. Sorry, give me a moment. I'm just tricking about a few things here. See, that's the worst thing about being a YouTuber. You have to trick about it stuff. My God. Let me see. Sorry, multitasking. So yeah, imagine that we're in November. Just to say, well, it's the 3rd of November. Tomorrow's the 4th. Very important day. I'm sure people has it marked on their calendar. The 4th of November. Galway was invaded by Indians on the 4th of November. I'm only joking. That's a Father Ted reference. But no, a very important day tomorrow. If anybody knows what it is. Of course. Of course. But yeah, no, we're here because obviously them off against each other. Yes, exactly. They get the most money out of it. Allegedly, of course. Speculatorily. But yeah, so basically, a big book's coming out tomorrow. Unfortunately, this is the unfortunate bit. They want to hit the sad bit of it. I'm not going to get. You remember the 4th of November? 4th of November, yes, the 4th of November. But unfortunately, I'm not going to get into Thursday because Vitchin cut the violent. Excuse my language. Because it's not in Ireland to the 4th of November. It doesn't come out here until the 4th. No, the one time of the 6th of November. Sorry, Doughton. See, all these dates and stuff confusing. But yeah, that's what's happening. It's out on the 6th. So I won't get into Thursday. Which is a nuisance, but what can you do? Unless we won off someone. But yeah, so it's going to be hell. Like, you pretty much won't see me. Probably after Thursday for a while. That's what I'll be disappearing for a few days. What do I mean by disappearing? I have a big 256-page book to read. That's what she said. But, it's a big lot of pages. Let's put 256 is a lot of pages. And let me see. What book? Have you not been around? Have a guess. Have a guess what book's coming out tomorrow. Bingo, stingo. Well, near enough. But yeah, I'm releasing an autobiography. But yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. That's the reason why I'm live tonight. Let me see. Yeah, what are there's some other books releasing. Mary, do you know that fucking one on RT, Mary McCarran? She has a book out. Nobody's going to buy it, but just in case maybe you want to buy it. But no, this book is big. This book is going to be big. It's going to be huge. In insane level. Like, I'll show you now in a second, but it's insane. Yeah, I've seen his book. Yeah, I've seen his book out and about. I meant to get it, but is it desperate enough reading the 256-page book? Yeah, I've seen a lot of people buying it on Amazon. I think it's on Amazon's best-selling list. But yeah, we get started why we're here tonight. because I'm sure we're all dying to know. Give me a moment, I'll have to get the whole shebang. If you follow for the next few days, the community post is going to be insane, just to say. Like you're going to hear a lot of talking shit. Let's put it that way. So give me a second. Evie. Hello, David. How are you doing? Doing the bikini? No, I don't think so. I left, of course. But yeah, so obviously, as you know, Santa Mountain's book is coming out tomorrow. Obviously, I won't get him to Thursday, and any Irish citizen will get the Thursday, or any Irish citizen. But yeah, so there's absolutely I don't know how to describe it. Basically, there's a lot of stuff to unpack. Basically, the book is not even out. We're only getting what the media is telling us at the moment. So there's probably a lot more to unpack. But yeah, so a lot of the true Finns, particularly in Finland, the current government, losing their marbles, like actually losing their marbles, like actually going mad. Um, as you've probably seen, if you've seen my community post, particularly in terms of, uh, I suppose, the stress and anxiety of being the prime minister, etc., etc. We talk about this in detail in a second. I didn't know about this. To be told, I knew that she was. I even know people over there that were with her and stuff when she was the prime minister and stuff. But they didn't even say it was this bad. That it was this on that level. If that makes any sense. But yeah, so there's a lot to be said about this. Um, yeah, so the first thing is to do with the COVID lockdowns, etc. So pretty much they're obviously overworked. That's pretty much what we'll say. Like you can just like it's on the community post. You can just kind of read yourself. This is what we know at the moment. There's probably more in the book. This is only what the media are telling us. But it was pretty bad. Particularly, she pretty much couldn't see nearly for a day, and pretty much nearly lost the eyesight. Because that it can happen to you when you're overworked. It can mess up pretty much your mind. Pretty much, if you overdo it, if that makes any sense, it can have that effect. So this would happen. I didn't know about this. Imagine that, and to me being a Santa historian, probably shouldn't know. I should have known about that, but didn't know about that. So there's a lot. There's a lot to say, and then obviously about. It's really interesting too because I did hear about it briefly at one stage when I was over in Finland the first time. One of the people that used to work for the Prime Minister's office when she was the Prime Minister, I was talking to them pretty much, and they pretty much said how it happened. The famous video of her partying with her friends in the Prime Minister's residence. But yeah, there's a lot of detail. She goes into a lot of detail how she found out and how it first came about and the whole shebang, etc. And then there's just an insane amount of details. And many different things. But yeah, there's basically everybody's losing the plot. But the most interesting bit, and I think we haven't seen all about this yet, is why she left Parliament, etc., etc. Now I understand for a bit, and I get why she, in some of the regards, what she's saying here, but she hasn't said the full story, I suppose, in terms of this. But I suppose I get why if she was, lost the election in 2023 and just became an only MP, it would be a bit awkward. A former prime minister in the back benches, so not the back benches, but sitting in as an MP, and she's pretty much right too. She wouldn't really be able to defend herself, I suppose, in a lot of regards, because the government would be just throwing muck at her. And she couldn't really say anything unless her time is to speak, if that makes any sense. She couldn't really answer them back, I suppose. Wouldn't have. But yes, there's obviously there's a lot more to be said there. But it's interesting to see the chat, like on Yal. Uh, yeah, like everywhere you see this, like everybody's very supportive of Santa Marin. Particularly with the Cohen government is committing income transfer robbing from robbing the poor to give to the rich. Because this is what quite literally they're doing. Um, particularly this, like when you look at the amount of up likes, I suppose, likes, I suppose, um, and this is true. Like this is true. I'll show you now in a second, but it is true. Like she did warn that this would happen. This Cohen Finnish government are mentally unstable in a lot of ways. Um, See, there's that many things you have to try and read, and of course, this is translated from Finnish, so it's some things could be wrong. Um, yeah, like as you see here, talk about the Cohen Finnish government, etc. I'll show you what I'm talking about now. Sorry. Hello, Stephen. How are we doing? Sorry, we were too busy looking at stuff. Let me see where I am. Sorry, I had to find where I am now. Yeah, we're having a big discussion. Big discussion. So yeah, if you're on the community post, just say my community post for the next few days, you're kind of just going to be overwhelmed a bit with stuff. To be totally honest with you, to be straight up and totally honest with you. How is it? How is it cooking? It's cooking great. Everything's cooking well. Where the hell am I? So I have to try and find where we're going to next. See, there's just far too many things, you know. There's far too much happening. That's the problem. There's far too much things happening today. But yeah, it's a pretty much. Yeah, of course. Well, we have to talk about it now. We've kind of been forced to talk about it, unfortunately. Well, unfortunately for you, but I'm trying to find this. Like, imagine if if it didn't be pergile. Is this what I'm looking for? See, there's that the whole Finnish media have kind of lost the plot today. Like literally the whole Finnish media have lost the plot. Just to say, quite literally the whole Finnish media have just lost their mind today. Like they've literally gone into meltdown. Not meltdown, but they kind of literally are just gone mad with everything. This is not the stuff I was looking for, but you know we get there. And they've come out and they're all having the meltdown. But yeah, as I just referenced there in the other article too. Now I did know that it was said a lot that she'd lost a lot of weight over the years, etc. I know this is possible, but at least she's talking about it now. I never mentioned it before until she brought it because she's talking about it now herself. But yeah, it was well talked about for a long time itself. Was that she lost a lot of weight, etc., etc., and obviously due to a lot of stress, etc. And particularly this, I didn't know about this now. As you see, the stress, like stress, can have a huge toll on the body. Like constantly going from here to there, working long hours, up late, etc., can have a huge toll on you. And particularly because again, many people are shocked. The whole Finnish media are shocked about this, particularly that she nearly lost the vision, like pretty much lost the vision for a day. Like the whole Finnish media are talking about this at the moment. The whole Finnish public too are talking about this. Like it quite literally is the biggest story in Finland at the moment. So it's absolutely insane. But yeah, I think this is the next one. So this is to do with the famous video. I'm sure people have seen the famous video. She goes into a good bit of detail on it, but we don't know all the full story, but we know the gist of how it happened. And I heard about this before. That she was at another party when the video leaked online, and her what do you call it? Her assistant came in and told her about it. And this is what pretty much it says here. This is the same story I was told about 2 years ago at this stage. I was told about this, that this is how the infamous party video leaked. So pretty much it's very authentic as far as I knew, as far as I was told back then too. So there was big meeting in the car, etc. Hello, sir. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm been forced today, but that's the thing. I can't see the chat until I click back, so I'm joking. But yeah, so there's a lot of stuff to be said about it. And the book hasn't even come out yet, and there's already meltdowns. Hello again, everyone. So I'm just getting the other articles and stuff. But there's a lot to be said, of course. There's probably a lot that we don't know yet, but let me see. Where in the name? I was looking for this, like the one I'm looking for, I can't find. It's a joke how like when I look for something I can't find it, and when I don't look for it I can find it. I have the worst luck when it comes to that. Where in the name of God is it? Wonder where did I see it? Yeah, it's a cold one. It's a cold one. It's a wet one too. My joking or something. I might be joking. Where in the name of God did I see it? Yeah. Found it. About time I found it. Yeah, you would need a woolly jumper that day to be done answer too. Even though it's just a wet, pretty much. It's not that it's too cold. It probably should be. It should be probably colder. But yeah, so the biggest thing at the moment, and the Cohen Finnish government are literally blowing themselves up at the moment over this. In the book, she criticizes the Cohen Finnish government, etc. And it's like we don't know what exactly she said yet in the book, but the media obviously got it before us, the only Joes. But yeah, so but it's fair to say that this is scaling, to be totally honest, attack on the Cohen Finnish government. Like you can read it here, and in fairness to her, she did say it even back 2 years ago that this would lead to disaster. The whole sitters, like the sitters policy, it would lead to disaster, and long behold, it did. As you know, Finland has the second worst unemployment in the whole European Union. I don't know how they managed it in 2 years, but they've done it anyway. We're talking about hundreds of businesses nearly a month going bankrupt, etc. It's pretty much the Great Depression 2.0 in Finland at the moment. And obviously, Sanna Marin warned them to do it, not to go down this path. And particularly this, like as I said, and I'm of the same opinion. I said pretty much the same thing, that without growth, the economy can't fix itself, because the Finnish economy is not growing; it's sinking. Because obviously, the more people you have unemployed, the more people don't have work, and you have to pay them benefits, and the less people paying taxes, the less people working to pay taxes, the less businesses, the less tax you get. So just the constant cycle of downturn. Austerity doesn't really work, as it was that. And so that's the problem. There's no growth in the Finnish economy, and what they're doing, like just with big pairs of sitters cutting everything, is not kind of doing anything to help anybody. Because as you know, the debt has increased 50% or so, more than 50% in a lot of cases. But yeah, so every one of them in the Cohen Finnish government at the moment are losing their minds. Like in Toman nuclear meltdown. Tomorrow they're going to be in triple nuclear meltdown, because there's just going to be endless nuclear meltdowns for the next few days to do with this. Of course. The T-shirt, yeah, of course, yeah. I don't know what degrees does it say on my phone. It says it's 14 degrees here, but it couldn't be. Maybe it's in the room, but that's what it's saying for me here. But unfortunately, I won't get the book in 2 tours, just to say. But I would ask people to, hear me out now. Don't shoot me yet. Hear me out. Do you want to hear me out? are you willing to listen for a second? Because I don't want to get shot for this. This is a statement. See, I'm trying to find this other thing. See, the majority of these things are trying to find them. That's the problem. Where in the name of God is it? No, I can't find it. Great stuff. Mighty stuff. I have to go looking for it. Great stuff. Like the majority of these streams are just me having to go looking for something. Like I need to get a secretary or something to find these out because that I'm trying to get. Give me a moment. But anyway, how are we all doing? So apart from that, I know we're having a nuclear meltdown here, but well, we're not having one yet. But you know, where in the name of Christ? There it is. I think it is. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Sorry, give me a moment. Sorry. Professional streamer. So yeah. There we are. Found it. So she done the Times, the British Times. And obviously they all lost their mind, the current Finnish government. Like the woman literally said, I might come back, and they literally lost the plot. Like actually, like there's a lot of them literally having a mental breakdown. Like I'm actually not even joking you. Like they're actually obsessing. Like there's actually people that think that she's the devil, reincarnated, and they're literally constantly looking at their phone to find out news and what she's doing. Like she has them literally mentally dominated. To be totally honest, a lot of them. So yeah, they're all having a mental breakdown over this particularly. Hopefully she does, because it would be interesting to see. Because the whole rotten structure that's in Finland at the moment would come crumbling down within 5 seconds. Because that's put it straight to you. Because that's what's been built at the moment, a rotten structure that needs to be kicked out. So yeah, I know people probably don't care, but yeah. So sorry about that. Now I think that's it. I think that's the majority of stuff I want to talk about, so I can finally turn my attention back to the chat. Because see, the worst thing about when you're trying to do multiple things, it's very hard to talk about everything. It makes any sense. Yeah, so I'm back. I'm back again. But yeah, pretty much you won't see me for a few days after Thursday, because it's just the 256 pages is a lot of pages to read, just to say. Now I won't get them all done probably in a week. It'd be a miracle if I get it done within a week. We need a miracle. But yeah, the thing I would say to people, if you have a bit of spare change, what do I mean by spare changes, and you feeling generous to buy one of these, like to buy Sandra Marin's book that's coming out, make sure you do. Because the reason why I'm saying that is, maybe she might come here for a book signing and stuff like that in Dublin. Wouldn't that be nice? Wink, wink, hint, hint. If you get my drift. If you want, of course. I'm not saying you should or anything, but it's up to you. Yeah, there's so much going on. Like the book hasn't even come out yet. The book is out tomorrow, and the media, like if you look at my community posts, that's the best way to kind of keep up to date with this. Like the media in Finland and the public are lost their minds, quite literally. Like the woman literally said she might come back to Finnish politics, and they've all kind of like the people who are very critical of literally lost the plot altogether. They're literally fucking like I don't know, in the trance, like they're absolutely going mad over the woman just saying I might come back. Like they're actually having a meltdown. And then obviously the Cohen government at the moment is having a meltdown because she's questioning the cuts and the debt and what they were doing. Yeah, I have it in English format. Like, yeah, I show you my community posts and stuff. Like, I translated and stuff from Finnish into English. Give me a second to find the thing. But yeah, it is on the community post, a lot of it. Like, a lot of it's still to come. The book hasn't come out yet. I haven't even seen the book. Even though there was a fellow that I knew that could have got me the book early. I should have probably talked to him about that. I could have had the book now, but because how I know, well, I mean that how I know him, because he works in the Finnish distribution, like in Finland, that's coming out tomorrow. The book, so he works in that, if that makes sense. Because it's coming out tomorrow in Finland, so I could have got it a few days early. That's why we should have went to Finland. Where am I? Sorry. Too much going on. Too much. Yeah, of course, it's still in the toilet. That's what I'm saying about the current Finnish government. It's a mess. But what Sandra was saying, I'll show you now in a second too. I was just saying about it there a few minutes ago too. I don't know if you fully see. It's a lot of stuff to try and if you, I suppose, if you're not paying attention to this stuff like throughout the year and stuff, you wouldn't know what's happening. If that makes any sense. It is very confusing. There's a lot of complexicities to this, I suppose. Complexities. I don't know the word complexities. So yeah, my community post here. You can see, like this is from the Finnish newspaper. As we were just saying, Santa Marin pretty much went nuclear on the current Finnish government. It's probably hard enough to see because it's hard to get it all in the thing, but pretty much he criticizes. But this is all in English. This is translated from Finnish into English. But you pretty much can read, and I've said this before, and Santa Marin has pointed this out many times, without growth, because the problem in the Finnish economy is that it's not growing, it's sinking, because there's so many people unemployed. It's the second highest unemployment rate in Europe. There's so many businesses. We're talking about hundreds of businesses losing literally going bankrupt a month. We're talking about huge levels of unemployment, like Great Depression levels, like insane level of just stagnation. And there's no growth. There's nothing growing because when you have sitters, when a person's going around with a big pair of sitters, there's no growth pretty much. But yeah. But yes, she said this 2 years ago, just to say in 2023. And she warned that the National Coalition Party and the Finns Party, the True Finns, who they're called, would cut everything. Like they quite literally have cut everything. Like there's nothing left to cut, pretty much what I'm trying to say. And then obviously too about the party video, etc. And then we just talked about our weight loss, etc. And stress, anxiety, etc. of being Prime Minister. And then just propaganda, allegedly, of course. But yeah, so there's a lot more to it. If you want to find out any news, that's why you put it. Hello, JT, how are we doing? Sorry, I didn't see you there for a second. No, I'm not fluent Finnish. I'm just translating it from Finnish. I can't translate it myself. But there's an app I use and stuff to translate it. Only for that, I wouldn't have a clue. To be totally honest, because it's absolutely mad. I don't know if you've looked at the Finnish newspaper when it's in Finnish. Like there's words to have about like there's 30 letters in some words. There's literally 30 letters. Like it's absolutely mad. Like how anybody can read that. Like it is a very difficult language to understand before. What is this fellow giving out about? Not in my stream, but in Twitter. Yeah, so a lot of literally my whole Twitter, just to say, is people literally having a meltdown over San Juan. Just to say so. I like half of it's Finnish. I could actually show you now in a second, but it's not as bad as it was earlier on. Earlier on was just fucking hectic. Um, yeah, I'll show you now in a second. So, yeah, I can course a lot and finish. I'm good at doing that. But yeah, but I know in all seriousness, I do encourage you to get Santa Mountain's book when it comes out. The 6th. It comes out the 6th here in Ireland. If anybody wants to, of course, I'm not forcing anybody, don't get me wrong, but it would be beneficial for the Irish state. Allegedly, of course, too. Because the thing about it is, and this is the thing, we could try and outshine Leo a bit. Because poor Leo the Link, his book is not doing too well. So it'd be nice if we could, annoy Leo a bit, if we could. In Finnish, I don't know. I actually don't know how to say that. I can curse a lot, as I said, but it's quite insane. I don't think you know how difficult it is. Like, it is really difficult. Like, it's on another level. Hello, Brian. How are you doing? But yeah, no. What was I going to say? There was something else I was going to say, but I can't remember now. There's that much things happening. It's hard to remember. Yeah, there's just too much to be going on. But we still don't know. We're not going to know the full story until the end of the week, probably, because we're only going by what the media is saying at the moment. The mainstream media, particularly in Finland. Give me a moment, sorry. See, this is the worst part too when you're at work majority of the day. You try and catch up on what's happening. Even though I'm trying to pay as much attention as possible to what's happening. She does talk about her marriage and stuff, her breakup when she got a divorce and stuff. She talks about that and stuff, and she talks about her daughter Emma. But it's pretty much already what we knew, if that makes any sense. It's nothing that's going to break the bank or anything. We already knew about all the stuff she pretty much is telling us. But so we had to get a Santa historian hat on. But no, it is going to be torture. Like, in all seriousness, it is going to be literally torture for me. Because the last time I literally read a book so much, particularly over 200 pages, is an awful long time ago. I think the last time I read a book was about a year ago or so. And that was only about 70 pages, and that took me nearly a week to get through, just to say. Just to sit down and read it and stuff. It was an awful long time. That was just 70 pages. So imagine what 256 pages is going to be. It's just going to be on the insane scale to be talking about. Give me 2 seconds. I just have to get this thing over here for me. Get my pen. Sorry, my pen. I'm just putting my pen over there. It was an ADHD moment. ADHD moment. A spanner? What do you mean a spanner? You want a spanner? But yeah, we can just chill out now. I've said all pretty much what I wanted to say. Because the only reason why I said I'd go live this evening, because people be messaging, you've seen what came out and stuff like that. The only thing that's so surprising at the moment until I get reading the book is particularly about her mod us all up. No, we're not going to do that. We don't really need mods, which is a good thing. Like we do have 3 mods, but just to put in perspective, actually, I was just thinking about the other day. Oh, you need expanded the share links, do you? I didn't even know that. I presume you can just share links. I don't think you need. I don't think you need to be a moderator. I don't think so. No, but she is doing the Finnish translation of her book. She is doing the Finnish translation herself, Brian. But still, I'd rather read the thing. I'd rather read the physical copy than an audiobook, if that makes any sense. But she is doing the Finnish version, yeah. Which I was told from somebody that is over there in Finland. Like it quite literally took 4 days or something like that for her to record and stuff. Something like that, 3-4 days. Which is an awful long time too, to be told to put into it. Which is quite a credit to her, because I don't think, like, you mean to tell me Leo Franca would go and do 4 days of trying to record his own book to like an audiobook? First of all, nobody bought Leo Franca's book. Nobody, like literally nobody has bought it. Like literally at the moment, the top thing in the whole Finnish media is about Sanna Marin's book. And when Leo Franca's book came out here, nobody gives a shit. Nobody even cared. Ben Shapiro was at his stuff, yeah. Hello, Kieran. Did I say hello? I might have been yapping. Anyway, hear anything but missionary. Yeah, it was this week. I didn't hear anything apart from that, but we leave if we don't get the Spanish. I'm sorry. I would give moderators and stuff out, but the thing about it is, there's not much need to have them. I know you just want to share links and stuff, but you get what I'm saying. There's not much need to have them. And I'd be too afraid to, like, some people would just, I'm not saying people would and stuff, but it could happen that somebody just doesn't like what the other person is saying and, bans them, etc. But, no, I was just about to say earlier on, I forgot about it, that, yeah, the last time we banned somebody, I actually looked it up. The last time somebody was banned in this channel, was nearly 2 years ago. Just to say, it was 2 years ago since somebody was banned, which is insane to think about. But it's a good thing to have to say that it was 2 years ago since somebody was banned. Now there was somebody put in timeout about maybe 10 months ago, I think it was. So it's a very good thing to have to say on the channel that people not being shut up, I suppose, and stuff. Yeah, see, the thing about links, I didn't know they just need to be moderators to send a thing. But the thing about it is, you never know what people could be putting in. There could be scam links, etc. I'm not saying you should be putting scam links on it, but you know what I'm saying. But if you want to send me the links, I can show you whatever you're talking about. I can put it up, along with PG friendly, of course. Swedish accent. No, we're not going with Swedish accent. No, we're not doing Swedish. Captain Man. Oh no, we're not good out. Jeez, I'm getting the shit teared out of me this evening. Just give me a second. Actually, I just have to do something. Something else. Yeah, they actually are. You're quite funny enough. They actually are. Yeah. Like you're actually right there. You're right there. You're right there, Ted. Sorry, I'm just moving things here. Looking for my crossword. I'm trying to find my crossword. Didn't know where I put it. what did I miss there? Sorry, I was looking for my cross. I didn't know where I put it. It was over there. I usually leave it here, but I moved it and put it over there, so I didn't know where the fuck I put it. Let's gang up on him. Oh no, we have to get the van hammers out. He's being mean. Well, funny enough, Santa Mountain doesn't have an email address now. Well, not a public email address because she's not a member of Parliament. She's a private citizen in a way. They can email the Tony Blair Institute if you want. Who's that? It's the bishop. The bishop put the bishop on a t-shirt. We're selling bishop t-shirts. I put away my sitters. What has happened here? Sorry, give me a moment. It's all a mess. Let me see. Where am I now? Sorry. Yeah, everything's back. Sorry, I thought everything died for a second. Aaron's funny. Aaron's controlling the media. He's doing. What would the Irish media say if? What did they say? Like when they say about different things? Oh, I don't know how to put it. She's brought on but spanners. I didn't know what she's on about the first. What she's a but spanners. See, I do have 3 moderators. But thankfully I don't need them. You know, I don't need them as much. No, yeah, we're going to blame you, Aaron. We're throwing you under the bus. We're going to blame you. We had to blame someone. We can blame Tony too. If Tony's still here, we blame him. We blame everyone. How does that sound? Everybody gets equal blame here. That's communism for you. But yeah, in all seriousness, you're gonna like if I am live some other time this week, you're kind of gonna be sick to death of Santa Mountain, just to say, for the next week or so. So I hope you're looking forward to that. And just to say in the community post too, you're going to be sick to death of me too about this. Like quite literally, let's put it this way: Cavan could literally, I don't know, make it like we could literally be a game. The new GTA could be based in Cavan at the moment and come out tomorrow morning, and I still would be talking about Santa Mountain's book. Let's put it that way. So literally, whatever happens, Santa Mountain's book is going to be the main priority for the next 2 weeks or so. So I hope you're looking forward to that because quite literally nothing else is going to be talked about apart from that. So if you don't like it, lump it. Any new PlayStation games? Not really at the moment. Not really. I was looking about one game, but I don't think we play it. I don't think we have time to play it. That's the problem. Even though you won't give us a spanner. You won't give us a spanner. Yeah, that's going to be something. It'd be in the Irish media now. Adrian Logan won't give a spanner to his fans. Disgraceful. Yal is going to do that. Hello, Irish Tail. How are you doing? Good to see you. Hope you're well. No spammers. No spanners for spambles. But see, like, no, I was just thinking, actually, when you were speaking about spammers and stuff, I did actually know Monkey when you were saying that. There was a YouTuber I was watching last night. It was a British YouTuber, I think, and he's called Monkey something. What was it? Sorry, I had to look up my YouTube thing because it was actually YouTuber now I was watching just when you were just speaking about Monkey. I don't know what it was about. I remember it was something to do with the UK. Am I just getting old? I can't remember these things. I literally only watched it last night. With a spanner. Oh no, that's threatening. That's vaguely threatening. That's hate speech. We're going to get the hate speech laws out. We'll get Helen McAtee on the phone. Helen McAtee is the only person who can save us. Where in the name of God is this thing? There was definitely something I was watching. Where was it? I think I could be joking. Oh no, it wasn't. I'll show you what it was. Let me see. Give me a moment, son. Bang, the whole lot. What is this? Are we going to become the Spanner channel? Spanner channel. So yeah, this is my watch history. I'm watching this British monkey. Brit monkey, I think that's what it's called. But I was watching this last night. I think it was last night. It could be wrong. Yeah, I think it was. But yeah, so I was watching this. Just when you mentioned the monkey, I just thought about that. I can do it, maybe. Yeah, let me see. And they're trying to remember how to do this now. Give me a moment, sorry. I'm trying to get the thing. Do you just do trail cam? You do trail cam. I know a person in Cavan that does like animal stuff. They do live streams and stuff too. I don't think they do live streams much nowadays, but yeah, if anybody's interested in things, I actually have to go onto my phone to get it. Like the worst thing about this computer, I can't get links. Like that's the worst thing about it. But give me a second. It'll take me a moment to get it because I have to go onto my phone to get it. Because imagine I can't copy and paste to my computer for whatever reason. It won't let me. So to go to my phone. Go to channel. I don't remember now. Share, yeah. I can put it in the chat, yeah. I would put it in the community post too, but at the moment in time, we're kind of full up with stuff on the community post at the moment. That should have went through, I think. Yeah, there we are. There's the Irish Tale. Yeah, if you want to subscribe to him, he does. I was just looking through it there. There a second ago too. He does I see a rabbit. There's a hare actually. That's a hare, not a rabbit. Other boards and stuff, wildlife stuff. So make sure to have a look at his channel if you have time, of course, please. Please and thank you. No bother. No need to thank me at all. To fall asleep to why? Like, how am I going to be listening to her like talk Finnish and I can't understand a word? You know, Birds of a Feather. We watch Birds of a Feather. That used to be decent enough. Birds of a Feather back in the day, like the comedy show. Used to be it wasn't great, but it was all right. Now you got your link. He's happy. We got one link. How does that sound? Are you happy now? No, we're not doing that. Taking blood of the stuff. No. Weird. So I'm multitasking. Yeah, sorry about. Back again. So, why do are we finished talking with Spanos? Are we all out of Spanos? Have we thrown our Spanos too much today? We lost our Spanos. That could be a good one. I think it's throwing Spanos instead of stones. The mad for the hedgehogs. I think the mad for the Spanos. I think you should just become a Spano YouTuber. At this stage, there must be more people liking Spanos than boards and all that. Hammers. Oh no. This hammer and the other hammer. You know, I give you a link for something here. I can sing some of it. I'm absolutely fucking bad at singing, but give me a second and I might see if I can remember some of it. I don't know if I can remember the beginning, but I think about it. Here's a link. You should find. You want another link? Here's another link for something. This is a float your boat, I think. There's a link there for you. Have a look at that. He gave it to me. Hammer time, yeah. That's what you want. You like the hammer. Spanner time. You can change it to a hammer. That's what I was saying. That's what I was basically trying to say to you there. You can look at hammers. Is hammers not better than spanners? Like, come on. Do we have to have this debate? Like, I'm trying to get yourself the spanners now onto the hammers. See, this is my new idea. We're going to start a hammer business. So instead of the spanners, we're going to get the hammers. So that's the new end game here. Oh, spanners. Sorry, give me a second. The hammer and sickle, yeah. We're going communist. Um, oh no. Yeah, like I'm just trying to just when I'm here at the moment, I was just trying to remember the Finnish national anthem and stuff. Oh, Jason, not the Russians. I don't think that's going to go well here with the Santa crowd. See, what I'm getting mixed up at the moment, I'd be totally honest, I'm getting mixed up at the moment. There's a song named Finlandia. You probably what they got? Julius Savisa. Civilius, yeah, Civilius. There's a song called Finlandia. I don't know, you've probably heard it. It's a very famous song. I'm getting mixed up between that and the Finnish national anthem. Oh, Sumi and this. Yeah, I'm getting mixed up between the two of them. I'm getting confused between the Finnish national anthem and Finlandia. Oh, Sumi. Yeah, I'm thinking of Finlandia. That's what I'm thinking of. Um, See, I can't remember the Finnish national anthem. I can remember Finlandia, but I can't remember the Finnish national anthem. Um, yeah, I can't really. I'm getting mixed up between Finlandia. I would nearly sing it, but I make a show of myself. To be totally honest, like I'm mouthing the words of Finlandia and Finnish. I know how to speak it in Finnish. Uh, um, I'll show you what I'm talking about because it's for some people you probably wouldn't know. But Finlandia, there's a place in Helsinki to Finlandia Hall, just beside the Parliament, the Mannerheim Museum. Um, if I could spell that, would be amazing. I get it for you now. Yeah, it's like Finlandia too. In some languages, it's Finland in a way too. But there is a song like a famous composer. I get it for you now, but I won't be able to play it, unfortunately. But it's a really good song. It's a really nice song. Like especially the Finnish version more than there is an orchestra thing. But it is a really nice song that the Finnish version of. That's what I'm mouthing off there a second ago in my head. I can sing it in my head. I know the words of Finlandia. Like this is Julius Savisi. You probably have heard. Very famous Finnish poet, Finnish poet and orchestra, I suppose too. But yeah, this is the Finnish version. Is this like Finlandia? Like it's a really famous. Like there's a choir. Like there's an orchestra version. It's just music and stuff. But the best thing is Finlandia. It's a hymn, I suppose too. You can call it too. It's like a Christian hymn too. But it's a very famous song in Finland. But yeah, so that's what I'm taking off Finlandia. I can sing it. I actually know I can sing it actually in my head. Like I can see it. I know the words. I don't know the Finnish national anthem though. I'm getting mixed up because the Finnish national anthem and Finlandia are pretty much nearly the same. We're near enough, not to a certain degree. I was getting mixed up too at one stage there with the Norwegian national anthem. Where are we? No, we're not doing that. No. Sano would not approve. We couldn't have that. Yeah, what am I saying? Oiman hel Suomi hinna violje saneven Jalen da senoi senu fenoje Oiman hel Suomi no, see, I can sing it. I can see it. It's awkward to sing it loud, but I can sing like that's Finlandia. Play the Israeli national anthem. Do you want me to get? I don't know, but yeah. But yeah, Finlandia. No, I recommend listening to it if you get a chance later on. Wyman House. Yeah, like it is a very pleasant song. Finlandia. Do you know what? I might bite the bullet. I'll probably get shot for it, but maybe I not risk it just in case. Because they'll probably shoot me, YouTube, but unfortunately. Because it would be copyrighted. It's a nuisance. That's the worst thing. But if I was on Twitch and stuff like that, you probably could maybe get off it. Not probably on YouTube. It would be copyrighted, definitely, 100%. That actually does exist on YouTube. Yeah, there's actually not my channel, but on somebody else's channel. No, I'm not say it loud. It feels awkward. To be totally honest with you, I never was a great singer, but like I'm only going by memory and stuff of Finlandia. So I'm doing 105 things here. But anyway, I think we probably need to leave it there for tonight. We at least we got over a spanner. What they call it, meltdown. At least we finally got rid of the spanners. So yeah, is there anything else anybody want to say apart from talking about spanners? But yeah, I think we'll leave it there. I have to go and look at an interview now. On MSNBC in the United States. Boscombe. But yeah, anything anybody wants to add just before I go, because I don't know when I'll be live again. Hopefully at some point. No Finish TV. What? Oh no, Sanna Mowan did an interview with NBC. She's in Washington at the moment. Thanks very much, Aaron, for being here. Thank you. After years ago, what's another year? What is another year? It's a tower. It's already nearly another year. Would you believe? We're nearly at 2026. Imagine that. Think about that for a second. But anyway, that's it. I'm going to listen to this interview. I don't know when I'll be back again. It might be a few days before I'm back. But yeah, there'll be a lot on the community post now the next few days in relation to people having meltdowns, etc. Drop the link. Oh yeah, I get it. I can get it again. I have to go to my phone for that. But, oh, I don't know. Well, maybe my favorite chapter would be. It's going to be tough enough to read it, But we try and we try. We see. I never say never, but we see. We see how we get. To try and find the link. See, I put 2 links into the chat now. How to get the other one? Put 2 links into the chat. Copy. I would put it on the community post, but the moment there's that much stuff on it, it probably would drive people mad. Um, there's the link again to Irish Wildlife Channel. But yeah, I won't get the book until not Wednesday. What the fuck am I? Tuesday morning or so. It's going to be a while to get it. No, none of that, unfortunately. So yeah, just to say, if anybody wants to buy it, and I'm not saying you should buy it, but what I was saying earlier on, because most likely, wherever there's a lot of books sold, maybe she'll come here for an autograph thing, maybe. Uh, in Dublin or something like that. Like, who would want to come to Dublin? But possibly, if a good few people buy our books and stuff, maybe that could happen. So, hint, hint, wink, wink, if you get my drift. And not even that, too. We could outsmart Leo a bit. It would look bad if Leo's book didn't do as well as Anna Mount book. That's what I. So, what I'm trying to say is, Easton's is selling them on Thursday, the Winstock and Easton's. If anybody wants to get it, I would appreciate it. Because I often had people saying to me about giving me money and stuff like that. I would rather people buy it than this book. Well, it's not. What do you mean it's flopping? Have you seen the finished media at the moment? Have you seen the amount of attention it's got at the moment? Like, it's insane amount of attention. It's not going to flop anyway. It's going to be the biggest book of the year in Finland. There's no other book that's going to come close to it. Like, this literally isn't. Like, it's absolutely insane. But anyway, but that's if you want to buy it. Just to say, I don't want to be pressuring anybody to buy it. To Micheál Mountain, no, not to Micheál Mountain. Yeah, no bother around. Thank you again. Thank you. Stop. Sorry. Oh, sorry, James. Sorry. Apologies. I get into a habit of that. See, when I'm here on my own, I often be clicking the pen myself. It can get annoying. I see I'm used to being on my own here and doing things like clicking the pen and stuff. But anyway, that's it for tonight. Anyway, so we don't know when. I don't know when I'll be back. Hopefully, there'll be a video up tomorrow. So yeah, thank you everyone. Appreciate it again. It's been and if you like, it's been all over the place this live stream. Let's put it that way. So yeah, thank you everyone. Thumbs up. Thank you again. And we'll chat again hopefully soon. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll chat to you later. Bye.